Peace and blessings, everyone. I'm so happy to be here. I am the lovely Jazzy here, owner of Got Your Back, and just wanted her to stop by here in the Valon and say what's up with us and have like the hair conversation you guys have all been waiting for all week. So we're gonna go ahead and jump start it with Jazzy, just telling a little bit about herself and her business. And yeah, I'm just gonna let you take it away with that.
Okay. Hey guys, I'm Jazzy. I am the owner of Got Your Back, which is a two-part business. Got Your Back is the business portion, which sells clothing for anyone who feels that they are kind, inspiring, who loves community work, who loves giving back. That's just a brand that allows you to represent that to the world. And then Got Your Back Foundation is like Got Your Back Foundation is the nonprofit side of it. So every sale that we have through Got Your Back, a portion of that goes to the foundation so that we can actually community work with food giveaways, clothing giveaways, and then we're in the process of like trying to build programming and community centers. So all of the work that we're doing, it kind of goes hand in hand with each other. So that's the business. For me, I'm from Chicago, currently residing in Atlanta. I've been here for 4 years, I believe. Something like that, 4 or 5. One of those. 4 years. Just gonna stick with 4 years. Love it here. I'm just, in the process of build and grow, and adjust. So I'm just happy to be having me.
Of course. I'm happy that you're here. So we're gonna go ahead and flow right into the first question. You ready?
Yes.
Awesome. So how does hair make you feel? Do you feel confident? Do you feel energized? Do you feel beautiful? How has hair like made you feel lately? Dealing with your own hair personally.
Okay. Hair makes me feel creative because like I feel like hair is an expression. So I feel like how I'm feeling is how my hair is. So like right now I have been like rocking the puff bun for I don't know how long, and that's because it's like I have a lot going on. So I don't really have time to focus on doing a different hairstyle. So I feel like my hair reflects what's currently going on in my life, but it's just I feel like an outer expression of like who you are and where you currently are in life on a daily. So yeah, it's making me feel creative, but listen, it looks like you busy? What's going on? What is happening? Oh yeah.
I love and that's the first that I've like really heard of that is that you feel energized. Because like like a lot of people have like different experiences and stuff like that. So that was completely unexpected and not energized, sorry, creative. I was like energized. I had just looked at the question. But creative, like, and what people don't understand is like hair is like unlimited. So it goes on, it's infinite, and like I'm super excited to how like hair is gonna trends and stuff like that. And who knows, like anybody can like set a new trend and just take it away from there and how it's gonna like influence the Black community. Because I feel like for us, it's creative. For others, I feel like it's just I'm just trying to figure it out. Like I feel like our texture and like the way our curls coil is like we can do like unlimited things with our hair, and it's just like we can go from dreads to like doing like a puff ball to like having braids to having wigs, and we like run away with it and take it to like new heights. So I'm super excited about that, and like how creative you're gonna be, and definitely post about it, send me stuff to like post because I love looking at new creative styles, and I'm actually trying to figure out my next style. I think I want it to look like my avatar. I think I'm just a little nervous for it to look like that.
It looks bomb on your avatar.
And I'm like, my thing is like work, right? I'm like, are they gonna say something? Is it gonna be like this big old thing? But I'm like, you know what? This is my hair. I don't like it. That's not my problem. And it doesn't go against like policy or anything like that. But regardless, should be able to really express ourselves in like different environments. So yeah, I like that answer. That's great. So flowing right into the next question here. Can you think of a time where you struggled with your hair and didn't feel your best?
A good one. I feel like I semi-struggled with my hair in college. I don't know if it did make me feel my best, but I know I struggled with it. Simply because like I didn't have like I moved to a different state. I didn't have like the products, and then back then it's like we only had a select few products. We did not have all the products that we have today. So like, I was struggling with products. Like it was just crazy. But now that I look back on my hair, it was like so and thick. But it's like I just could not. I didn't have the knowledge or process of like learning how to maintain my hair because growing up like through high school, I relaxed my hair all the time. And so when I got to college and I couldn't afford it and I was not about to try to relax my hair myself, it naturally the relaxer just grew out, and then I had all these thick curls, and then it's like, what is this? Like I don't know how to manage this. Like this is crazy. And so I struggled with my hair, and it actually like led me to like I did a semi big chop. Like I just chopped off the relaxed ends, and then I ended up locking my hair because I was like, yeah, I don't know what to do, and I feel like I want locks, and I feel like it'll be better to maintain. And I love my locks. It was here for me to maintain, and then over time, it's like that was like 2-3 years into my lock journey is when like we start getting like better black owned brands and brands for our hair. And I'm like, well, where was this before I locked my hair? Like, crazy.
Do you think of a time when you struggled with your hair and didn't feel like your best?
Yes. So the time I felt like I struggled most with my hair in college, because of the transition. So like I said, so in high school, I relaxed my hair. I pretty much all growing up through high school, I relaxed my hair. So when I moved to go to college, I couldn't afford to go to nobody's hair salon to get it relaxed, and I was scared to relax it myself. So eventually, the relaxer just grew out, and then I had all this thick curly hair that I had never had before. I didn't know how to maintain it, and like back then, we didn't have all of the products that we have now. So it's like I think back then I was using. I can't even remember what I was using, but it was not working. And so I was struggling with it so much, and it led me to like cut off the relaxed ends, and then I ended up cutting it shorter and just end up locking my hair because I didn't know how to manage it or what to do, and I felt like that would be easier to maintain and best. So that's what I did, and I love my locks. And then like through my lock journey, like 3 years in, like all of the black-owned brands, all of the hair products dedicated to our curls, like came out, and I was just like, dang, like where was y'all when I was in college? Okay, I was struggling for these 10 years. What's going on? And so that was like my process. Like with college was but like now when I look back on my college photos, like when my hair, when I had cut the relaxed ends off, and when I look at it, I was like, dang, I was trying to get my hair back like that. Like it was so full, so like my curls they was popping with like minimal effort. So I was like, dang, I just at the time I did not know how to embrace it, and it wasn't a lot of like love your hair campaigns going on. So it's like it was just like a struggle. But now I look back, I was tripping. Like it was that. So now I'm in the process of trying to like get it back, but I don't know. It's a struggle.
Girl, you know what? That's you know, because even though I knew how to do my hair going off to like college, like it wasn't like top tier the way it is now. And I think like back then I was like comparing myself to like friends. I was comparing myself to my mom and having like long hair. It was like always a desire, and I was just like I was at a breaking point, and I went through something, and I one day woke up and just started cutting my hair, and I never looked back. I never felt more. I mean, sometimes I like want to change up my style, but like college was really the like trial and error, and like pressing your hair, and mine was like I'm going out to parties and I'm sweating super hard. My hair may be flat. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
When I walk about that party, I am nothing but like all hair everywhere, bro. Because it's like steamy, it's hot, and I'm trying to look cute, and I'm sweating. My face is on the floor because of all my makeup. Like it's just a hot mess, and I used to be so irritated. I'm just like, why can't I be like everybody else? Why do I have to sweat hard? Why? And I used to like penalize myself for the things that were out of my control. And I was just like, well, you have hair. What are you going to do? And I was just like, well, cut it off. And I just been talking about it. And I didn't really do it until like something happened. I was just like, well, I'm going to wake up cut my hair. And that's just how it went. I woke up. I had a dream the night before. And then I like cut my hair. And I was just like, c'est la vie. Like, I'm done with you. Like, it was like such a like love movement of like fire. Yeah, and I was just like, people were so surprised. Like, my mom, she was like, I wasn't surprised. I knew you cut it. I was like, you didn't know nothing. But everyone was like super supportive. You had like a couple that were like, why did you do that? I didn't understand. Like, well, it's not for you to understand. It's either you support or you do. But either way, this is what I love that. I love that vulnerability because I feel like we don't talk about like our hair experience. You know, have like a positive memory behind it is always like these like triggers or something like that, or breaking down crying because the style's not turning out the way you want it to. So yeah, it's like a lot. Now locks I didn't try. I was just like I'm gonna let everybody else rock it and support it, but I just didn't think it was right on my head. I don't know. I tried so many different things at this point to grow my hair, and then I cut it. So I was like, you know what?
Yeah.
Cut, throw a wig on. If I want like something long or a different style. So that I love the versatility, but struggle to learn how to do versatility. That I'm so glad I passed.
Yeah, it's a process for sure. Right, and my lock journey, I love my lock journey. I low key want to like restart my lock journey. Because like when I cut my locks, it was like first of all, it's crazy how over time, so many things like with technology, innovation, creativity, like comes about later because like in grad school, I was stressed out. Okay. And like, I was like, okay, I kind of want to switch up my hair. And I was like, I could, comb out my locks. People do it. I was hearing people was doing it. I saw videos, people combing out their locks. And I was like, okay, I'll try to comb out my locks. Instead of me, like, cutting one, trying to experiment with one, coming out, I, like, cut the ends off so many, thinking, like, okay, I can start with this section and start combing them out, not knowing it's going to take you a day to comb out one lock. And so it takes so long, like, to comb out a lot. Like, I had so much water, conditioner, oil, soaking my locks, trying to comb them out. It was not working. And I'm like, I gotta go to school the next day. Like, this is not going to work. So I was like, yeah, I can't. I had chopped off half locks, like, like the end. So it was no both. I was like, yeah, it's okay. It's done. So I ended up just cutting them all off. Like, and after I came to the realization, I could not comb a section out in the night. I ended up cutting them all off and did the super big chop. Ooh, that was the process. But, and now it's like, it's a whole, you can reattach locks. People do comb out locks. Like, I didn't know about any of that. Then I was like, man, if I knew it could be reattached, I would have just took those little ends I chopped off and got them reattached. I know that. And so I was like, well, but it helped me like just go through a whole new process of like really truly loving myself in my hair because I had never known in my life to have short hair. Like ever. Like if I always been able to put my hair in a ponytail, fortunately. And so when I big chopped it, I was like, oh no, like I swear I look like a little boy. Like I did not know how to manage. Like I was like, I need to wear earrings. I need to do something because what is happening? But it really made me appreciate like the process of growing my hair, the process of like loving me, like looking at myself in the mirror instead of like looking at my hair and being that. So I appreciate that process and that journey. Like especially looking back on it, it was a struggle going through it, but I appreciated that going through it because now I won't be scared to cut my hair. So I'm like, it'll grow back. It's cool. Like it's just hair, But then it was like, oh my gosh, like I thought it was like devastating.
Because it was like part of yourself, right? Like you like identified with that part of her was like her no longer a part of this journey, not necessarily, but now like you, how do you say, metamorphed into someone new that wasn't jazzy with locks. It was jazzy on head, and now it's just like I have to like I have to re-identify with my image. And what we don't understand is like that's still lost. And it have to word so that way we can have a new art. And we don't take when I say we, one with hair in general or without hair is both sides of the spectrum that you have to like empathize with and identify and still confident and still talk to yourself like positively so you can uplift yourself because like everybody else ain't gonna do it, and if you try to see somebody do it, it's like rare. It's just because we always have like this, I would say, energy around here, especially within like the Black community. And I literally had to correct somebody. I was just like, what's good hair? Like, and it made them like stop and think. I'm just like, hair is hair. If it's healthy, that's what we're mainly concerned about because have like super long hair and it be kinky. And I've seen that. You can have long hair and it be coarse. You can have short hair and it can be beautiful. So it's just like, what is good hair? Is good hair manageable? Is it more likable? Is it like, you know, you have to start like diving deep into like these stereotypes and like the mindset behind like hair and how it has shaped us into thinking we need to criticize somebody for not having like likable hair to that person's standards or perspective. So it gets real, it gets real deep. And I just tell people like anytime I'm in there or they're in my presence, like, hey, look, don't come with that rah talking about hair is supposed to be this or nappy or something like that. I'm like, hair is not nappy. Okay, like don't say that. Don't have a damn kitchen. What's a kitchen? Okay, like what's a kitchen?
Okay.
Kitchen is where you cook food. Okay, not no underneath my neck type shit y'all talking about. Sorry for the cussing, but I'm working on it. But it's like don't say something stupid, but it's I'm being a little not mean, but it's
that's true though.
People. You have to educate people, and sometimes they're put in the space to like do something. And it's not like, oh, I'm being like meticulous about it or I'm being rude. It's just like, hey, look, like what you're saying affects other people, and you have to watch what you say. So, yeah. So I love that. I love that perspective, and I stand by it. So, and it's just like skin, like talking about skin. No, let's have a solution on how to fix acne, or if you're having problem spots, let's talk about it. But let's not bash people or make up this persona if somebody has perfect skin. Really take pictures off, you start to see like what's in their pores, everything, what you've been eating and cooking, all on your skin. So it's very interesting. And I definitely want to dive deep with like a I don't know what a hair doctor would. I don't know the proper term for that. Yeah, something I definitely need to know. But yeah, I definitely want to bring like a doctor on here to like talk about these things because I think it's important for to understand like the psychological aspect of it and like how it affects you, but also how like the makeup of different hair types and textures is infinite. So for you to say it's nappy or it's not desirable is insane. So that was a long-ended.
It's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy what people say and not even know it. Sometimes it's just the matter of this is something that they've heard their grandparents say, parents say for years and years, so they just kind of say it, unconsciously, not even thinking that deep into it. And then there's some people who like purposely like say these things to try to harm, not harm but hurt you, and that breeds like insecurities for people, and people live with that and going through life trying to heal from things that people said about their hair. And it's like even whether it was conscious or unconscious, like you have to be aware of the things that you're saying and the things that you've been taught, and understanding the deeper meaning and how it affects other people. I always say just because you were taught something does not make it right. Like you have to know for yourself, like what you believe and what you stand for, and like really know the meaning. Like don't just be saying stuff because this is what I learned and they told me this. They tell you a lot of stuff that don't mean it's true. Like what do you know to be true for you?
Yeah, use that excuse. Black eye, like
hey, we got two balls. We have some smart.
Yeah, like I'm gonna have to check on my. So so last question I'm gonna do. How do you foresee hair industry changing? In regards to like style, topics. I really love the concept that you have about like a hair look. but like how do you like hair changing or topics that you talk about or hear about that?
I think it's going to evolve. Like we're gonna move more into. Well, I think we're kind of already slowly but surely, fastly moving into the like ingredients. Like I think we first it was like we don't have products for our hair. We need products for our hair types, and now we've got products for our hair type. And I think now it's more like, okay, let me look at the ingredients to see why does this work for my hair? What is healthy for my hair? Like how can I naturally do this? Um, I think is where we're going to be moving into people being more aware of like what they're putting on their bodies, on their heads, because what you put in your head will see through your skin, and it's going to affect you internally, in the long run. So I think people being more aware of that is going to start doing it too, and holding companies accountable. I think for their product, like for their ingredients, or just stop using them. Figure it out yourself, like what works for you. I think, and then I haven't really gotten into, or no, I don't really know much about like wigs and lace, but I feel like I see it a lot now. So I'm like, I want to see how that will transform over time, like the like innovation behind wigs and lace and all of these things. Like it's already becoming innovative because I remember now, like I said, like in high school, college, I feel like that lace totally different from the lace that I see today. So yes. Okay. So I see that evolution. So I'm just curious to like how it's gonna evolve. Like if I know somebody's currently working on it somewhere in the world, like it's gonna happen. I'm gonna see it. So I just want to see what that's gonna be like um in the future too. That's what I think.
That's exactly what's gonna happen. For me, I think like everybody gonna shave their head bald and just start like learning how to rock wigs, and be like the Egyptians. Like in Egypt, it was scorching, honey, and just to have like a head full of hair is too hot. Like it's already too hot. You probably laboring trying to pull those limestones up and make them damn pyramids. Yeah. So to have hair on your head, like that's wild. But you had social status of how luxury your wigs were, and the stuff that you had on your hair, and you had like different wigs and headdresses, rituals, stuff like that, ceremony. How you say not rich, but kind of that where you had like princesses like anointed, or pharaohs, um, anointed, and they had like certain headdresses and stuff like that to symbolize what it is that they were celebrating. So I'm here for it. As soon as I can't wait. As soon as everybody shave their head off, like I'll be like, I called it.
Yeah, I've been saying it for years.
I've been saying this for years, y'all. And I think that's the way it's gonna go because we have AI now coming out with like different looks that you can do using like artificial intelligence, and then you have just different things going on, robots and all this crazy stuff. So I'm super excited to see how hair is going to transition. And then if like robots are going to wear wigs too, like how that's going to get groovy.
You're not going to be able to tell us apart, literally. You're not going to be able to tell us apart.
Now.
Yeah.
It's already happening now. So lastly, just to wrap everything up, what I do is at the end, us with like a gym situation, like words of wisdom on the Valon. And can you drop that for us?
I guess sticking to the hair, self love, self growth topic. That's words of wisdom. Just like knowing, getting to know who you are and what works for you is the ultimate way to go. You can't look at the next person and say, I want to do that. I think I'm gonna go with what they're going with. You have to know what works for you, because what works for somebody else may not necessarily work for you. Products in your body, it's like internally too, like products, hairstyles, whatever it is, clothing, it doesn't matter. You have to know your body type, your facial features, your skin tone, your curl pattern, your texture, what you like how to be creative, like sticking to what you like, and figuring out what works for you is always gonna be best. So I just encourage whoever is listening to this, if you feel like people are gonna talk about you or you don't see everybody doing it, that's what you need to be doing. Like, because you have to, not want to say be the crowd, but be the leader. And people will catch on eventually, but you have to do what makes you happy. And just stick to your creative juice. Like, everybody has creativity. You just have to tap into it. That's it. Be you and be free. Really, truly.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I agree with that 100%. Um, and I appreciate words of wisdom, that path, that journey. Is apart from everybody else. So this was amazing. I appreciate you so much for coming to the salon here. We love new guests. We love returning guests and stuff like that. So I'm working on hosting a panel, like get everybody in here and start updating like their hair journey, start networking and stuff like that. So I think I'm just gonna like make it an event where you like have like a free mic to like answer any questions, or talk about what it is like their hair journey has been, anything that they want to reveal, or conversations that they want to have to like drop gems and stuff like that. So super excited. So be on the lookout, because now you are one of the panelists.
Okay.
Are on the Valon, but thank you so much again for coming. We appreciate you. Drop your Instagram so we can like follow you, and get connected with others, can get connected with you. I'm gonna be promoting this, so just keep on the lookout for it. But keep drop that Instagram information. If you got TikTok, or yes,
Yeah. So yes. So my TikTok and Instagram personal page is for show underscore Jazzy, FASHO underscore, it's ITSJAZZY. And then for the business is at underscore got your back, GOTYOBACK. And then you can follow me on YouTube for all like the behind the scenes. I've been consistent on there, and it's just Jazzy for show.
Go ahead and follow the girl. Wrap this up, and I appreciate you guys for all
Wow, that was awesome. Azzy was great. Well, thank you for joining again with another great episode. I'm actually gonna, the link for the QR code is in the other space, but I'll send it to you guys directly, because I sent it for both episodes. So, and then that way you guys can get your points as well. But yeah, thank you for letting me stream here. This is actually perfect. I wanted to stream here anyway, so so that space messing up definitely worked out. But thank you so much for joining. And did you guys have any comments or anything you want to add? All right. Well, thank you so much. You guys have a good night. I appreciate you for tuning in.